glories to devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas. এই মাড়ির এই বৃক্ষের অগত্য বসন এবে শুনো মুখ্য শাখার নাম বিবরণ। The description of Lord Chaitanya as gardener and the tree is inconceivable. Now here with attention about branches of this tree. Chaitanya Gosai Radato Parisodachoyo Guru Laghu Bhavta Na Hoy Nishchoy. The associates of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are many, but none of them should be considered lower or higher. This cannot be ascertained. Jata jata mahanto koila ta sobar gonano keho poribare nare jastha labhukrama. All the great personalities in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enumerated these devotees, but they couldn't distinguish between the greater and the lesser. অতএব তা সবারে করি নমস্কার, নাম মাত্র করি তো সো না লোভে আমার। I offer my obeisances unto them as a token of respect. I request them not to consider my offenses. Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prema Marataru Priya Sakha Rupan Bhakta Gana Krishna Prema Palapata. I offer my obeisances to all the dear devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the eternal tree of love of Godhead. I offer my respects to all the branches of the tree, the devotees of the Lord who distribute the fruit of love of Krishna. Purport by Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami sets the example of offering obeisances to all the preacher devotees of Lord Chaitanya, without distinction as to higher and lower. Unfortunately, at present there are many foolish so-called devotees of Lord Chaitanya who make such distinctions. For example, the title Prabhupada is offered to a spiritual master, especially to a distinguished spiritual master such as Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhupada, or Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. When our disciples similarly wanted to address their spiritual master as Prabhupada, some foolish people became envious, not considering the propaganda work of the Hare Krishna movement simply because these disciples addressed their spiritual master as Prabhupada. They became so envious that they formed a faction along with other such envious persons just to minimize value of Krishna consciousness movement. So chastise such fools. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami very frankly says, Keho porivare nare jastho laghu krama. Anyone who is bona fide preacher of the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must be respectful to the real devotees of Lord Chaitanya. One should not be envious, considering the one preacher to be very great and the other to be very low. This is a material distinction and has no place on the platform of spiritual activities. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami therefore offers equal respect to all the preachers of the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who are compared to the branches of the tree. ISKCON is one of these branches, and it should therefore be respected by all sincere devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tree of love of Godhead. I offer my respects to all the branches of the tree, devotees of the Lord, who distribute fruit of love of Krishna. All are same. There is no distinction. Then purport Srila Prabhupada says, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami sets the example of offering obeisances to all the preacher devotees of Lord Chaitanya, without distinction as to higher or lower. No such distinction. Unfortunately, at present, there are many foolish so-called devotees of Lord Chaitanya who make such distinctions. They make such distinctions. For example, Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Maharaj says, the title Prabhupada is offered to a spiritual master, especially to distinguished spiritual masters such as Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhupada, or Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. When I wanted to address their spiritual master Prabhupada, some foolish people became envious, not considering the propaganda work, Hare Krishna movement, simply because disciples addressed their spiritual master Prabhupada, they became so envious that they formed a faction along with other such envious persons just to minimize value of the Krishna consciousness movement. So chastise such fools. Krishna Kaviraj Goswami very frankly says, Keho kari vare nare jasto lagu krama. Anyone who is a bona fide preacher of the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must be respectable to the real devotees of Lord Chaitanya. One should not be envious, considering the preacher to be very great or another to be very low. This is a material distinction and has no place in platform spiritual activities. In spiritual platform, such distinction is not there. All distinction is here in material platform. This is a material distinction. Has no place on the platform of spiritual activities. Krishna Kaviraj Goswami therefore offers equal respect. All the preachers of the God, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, were compared to branches of the tree. Branches of the tree. ISKCON is one of these branches. And it should therefore be respected by all sincere devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is such distinction why one should be so envious. No question. One who knows this teaching of Sriman Mahaprabhu, Tattva, real devotee, he should not create such distinction. Feel so. Many examples are there. Here, Srila Kaviraj Goswami sets the example. Also, we are singing that song of Lotan, this Devaki Nandan Das Thakur, who pays respect to all the Vaishnavas, Mahaprabhu. Vrindavana Vasi Jata Vaishnava Ravana Pathim Mundana Das. Mahaprabhu's Bhakta, devotees, those who stay in Vrindavan, I pay my obeisances. Nilatha Vasi Jata Mahaprabhu Gana Bhumite Padiya Bandhas Vasa. Those Mahaprabhu Gana, Mahaprabhu, Bhaktas, devotees, reside in Nilachal Dham, Purushottam Dham. I pay my obeisances falling flat on the ground at the lotus feet. Navadipa Vasijata Mahaprabhu Bhakta, Samarcharana Bandha Kariya. So those Mahaprabhu's devotees reside in Navadip Dham. I pay obeisances, each one of them falling flat on the ground. Mahaprabhu Bhakta go to this sthiti. Samarcharana Bandha Kariya Pranji. Those Mahaprabhu Bhaktas reside in Gaudadesh, in Bengal. I also pay obeisances, each one of them. You understand? Jedese Vaise, Gaurangera Gana, Urdhvav Karibandha Swartha. In whatever country, throughout the world, which country, Mahaprabhu's devotees are there. I pay my obeisances with folded hands, one and all, not indiscriminately, no distinction. Hey Achanam, Oven Prabhu Das, Swarchanam Bandhavante Kariga. Those who have already become Mahaprabhu's Bhakta, devotees, and those who will in future become Mahaprabhu's devotees. I pay my obeisances to one and all future devotees. So, there is distinction. I love. Catching straw, don't take any ghas. Catching straw, trees, I pay obeisances. Brahmanda Tajite Sakti, Dhari Dhari Jani, Ye Veda Purani, Gunagai Devas, Mahaprabhu, Bhakta So Patita Pavan, Talo Himui Papi Lois. All the devotees of Mahaprabhu are Patita Pavan, deliverers of the Patitas, was degraded. Therefore, you understand, developing such greed, I am such a great sinful person, take shelter at their lotus feet. Bandhana karite mahi kata shakti dhari tama buddhi dase mahi dhamma matra kari. I have no power, strength to glorify them. You understand? So I am just developing a pride that I am glorified. I may be considered a very proud fellow. You understand? तथापि मुखेर भाग्यवानेर उल्लास दोषक्षमी मोधमै करणी. Still, I am dumb. I have such rejoicing, joyfulness in my heart. Please excuse my offense. Accept me as one of your servants, O Vaishnavas. सर्ववंशा सिद्धि হয় জগবন্ধ ছুটে জগতে দুর্লভ হইয়া প্রেম ভক্তি. Those who, like this, offer one and all, high or low, not considering high or low, devotee, Mahaprabhu, Bhakta, then all his desires are fulfilled. Is very immediately he becomes liberated from material bondage. Yamaraj will never come to him, and he'll get such rarely achieved prem bhakti. Maner vasana purna chirate hoy Devaki Nandan Das ei lobe hoy. Devaki Nandan Das, Vaishnava, he says like this. No discrimination, no this such consideration of high and low. Bhaktas, devotees, whoever may be, yes.
Isn't there a distinction between jivas according to their surrender and their relationship to Krishna? Then there must be a distinction.
Oh yes, that distinction. Sadhansari Kanishta Madhyama Uttama. Isn't it? Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, Uttama Adhikari, that distinction. But with these sinful persons, we never discriminate. Human discrimination. Yogeshwar may discriminate. But I am a sinful person. I don't discriminate. I think I am lowest of the low, all are above me. So I pay my obeisances. That's the Visunicha Bhav. Do you understand, Yogeshwar? This is Mahaprabhu's teaching. One should think himself lower than a blade of grass lying on the street. All of those all are but me, are Vaishnavas. I am not Vaishnava. So I pay one and even an art. He is a Vaishnava, I am not Vaishnava. You follow, Yogeshwar? This is mood. Uttama Hoyan Apanaku Mane Odham. This Kaviraj Goswami, Paramahansa Sriman, isn't it? This great spell of Paramahansa. But what he says? I offer my obeisance to all the dear devotees of the Mahaprabhu, the eternal tree of love of Godhead. I offer to all the branches of the tree, the devotees of Lord, distribute fruit of love of Krishna. Non-discrimination. Kaviraj Goswami. This great spell of Paramahansa. Purishara Kito Hite Amisha Ragisto, Jogai Madhai Hite, Amisha Papisto. More naam jailo, tar hoy punyo ke, he says, Kaviraj Goswami. I am less than a worm in the stool. Even that worm in the stool is greater than you. How can you have that worm in the stool? I am less than. Joy is joy and all of that. So, what is the mood? Where is the destination? You follow?
It's the whole individual experience.
This is the move. This is humility. Then Sarvavansa Siddha Hoy Javadanda Chute Javate Dullabh Hoya Prem Bhakti. Then we are Prem Bhakti. Otherwise cannot get. You are envious that Prabhupada said chastising our Prabhupada chastising. There is one in Chaitanya Leela, you'll find the Sikha is there. One Mukunda Das, Khandavasi Mukunda. Khanda, name of village, Gour. Dear devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his name is Mukunda Das, known as Khandavasi Mukunda. There are many Mukundas are there. Mukunda Datta is there, isn't it? So is Khandavasi Mukunda. Mahaprabhu's dear devotee, very dear devotee. His son's name was Raghunandan. You understand? Name of his son was Raghunandan. That boy, Raghunandan, was also very dear devotee of Mahaprabhu. You understand? Like Shivananda Sen's son, Puridas. You understand? When he was a child, he got such mercy from Mahaprabhu. Huh? Mahaprabhu thrust his soul into his mouth and he sucked to it and got such mercy. Huh? Yes. So Mahaprabhu had not made such discrimination. So once Mahaprabhu, out of curiosity, jokingly, asked Mukunda, all right, Mukunda, your father and Raghunandan is your son. Whether your father Raghunandan is your son or Raghunandan is your father, you are his son. Do you follow me? Jokingly asked. Raghunandan, but Raghunandan is very dear devotee of Mahaprabhu and the Amani Manada. He never demands respect, he pays respect to one and all. So he said, Raghunandan is my father, I am his son. তোর পিতা হয় আমি তার পুত্র এই আমার নিশ্চয় You understand? He said this. আম সবার কৃষ্ণ ভক্তির রঘুনন্দন হইতে ওদের পিতা রঘুনন্দন আমার Mahaprabhu when heard this he gets very much pleased. You understand? Then Mahaprabhu said, Suni horse kohe Prabhu kohile nischoy যা হইতে কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি সেই গুরু হয়. Then Mahaprabhu pleased and said, yes, that's true. From whom we get Krishna Bhakti, he is Guru. He may be lower, higher, non-distribution. Mahaprabhu gave the simple definition of Guru. Kiba Vipro, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra Kene Noy. Jai Krishna Tattveta, সেই গুরু হবে. কিবা বিপ্র কিবা Nyasi, Shudra Kene Noy. Jai Krishna Tattveta, সেই This is Mahaprabhu's simple definition. Who is Guru? One who is Krishna Tattveta, one knows Krishna Tattva, he is Guru. Guru means elevated person, father. He is Guru, superior. He may be a sannyasi, he may be a Vipra Brahman, or he may be a Sudra. But he is Krishna Tattveta, knows Krishna Tattva. He is Guru, no such distinction. Here, Mahaprabhu said, send. Jahoite Kushamati say Guru. Do you follow? And also you find this Srimad Bhagavatam. When this Parikshit Maharaja was cursed by the Brahmachari, he gave up his kingdom, empire, whole world, gave up everything, went to the banks of Ganges, sat down there. Only 7 days time was there. You understand? Great Rishis, Munis, Brahmarshis, Devarshis, Maharshis, many great sages, saints, they all came, assembled. Das came, Narad came. You understand? Das came, Narad came. He asked one question. I have only 7 days time. What is my duty now? Please advise me. Some different munis speak in different way. Nana muni, nana moto. Joto moto, you understand? So says, all right, you may do such yajna, you may do such tapasya, you may do such brata, you may do such charity, dhan, you may do such sadhyaya. Many opinions came out. But nothing was fixed. What should be done? At last, Sukadeva Goswami came, who was only 12 years or 16 years old boy, coming naked. Then still coming naked. You understand? So, Maharaj Parikshit asked the same question. Sukadeva, Allah, you hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Anonymously all are saying, yes, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu. That means that's good. That's correct. All, no opposition. And he was made Acharya. Though very, the youngest one. His father was, Vyas was there. You understand? Vyasa's Guru Narada was there also. But Sukadeva Goswami has met Acharya. Sat on the seat of the Acharya. Spoke fast. Then where is this Guru? Jai Krishna Tattveta Sai Guru. He spoke Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasa had, Narada had, all great saints, sages, Brahmas, Radhas, Devas, all had to understand when he was speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. So where is such discrimination? Huh? Therefore, say, so-called foolish. Huh? Unfortunately, present there are many foolish so-called devotees of Lord Chaitanya. It's a distinction. We must address Bhaktivedanta Swami as Prabhupada. They are envious persons. You understand? So, quoting what Kaviraj Goswami words, to chastise such fools, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami very frankly says, Yaho Porivare Nare Jesto Lagu Kram. Anyone who is a bona fide preacher of cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must be respectful to the real devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Should not be envious, considering one preacher to be great and another to be low. No such thing. You understand? This is the example. You follow. So, why such? This is enviousness. There is no question of enviousness in this cult of Mahaprabhu, line of Mahaprabhu, teaching of Mahaprabhu. No such. Nirmasaran Sadam Vedyam Dharma Pratchita Kaitavapsho Brahma Nirmasaran Sadam Vedyam. Second verse of Bhagavatam says, one who can understand this Tattva of Bhagavad Dharma, that Bhagavad teaches, those who are Parama Nirmasaran Sadam, those are not envious. Only they can understand, otherwise nobody. If he is envious, so-called devotee, but envious, cannot understand. That is why. Huh? There is no question of enviousness. Do you follow me? No question of enviousness in this life. All discriminations are in material platform. No such discrimination is there, spiritual platform. That he has said, Prabhupada has said. This is a material distinction and no place on the platform of spiritual activities. Thinking yourself, yes, I am the lowest of the low. All but we are Vaishnavas. No, I am not Vaishnava. That's the good. Then you'll get real mercy. You'll achieve perfection. You'll get Prabhupada. Otherwise, no. Then pride will be there. That is demoniac qualities. No question of pride. Why such enviousness? Huh? Why such enviousness? You understand? This is Mahaprabhu's, from Mahaprabhu's Leela. You understand this? Mahaprabhu was very pleased. Bhakti Mahima. Mahaprabhu said, devotees should be glorified. Mahaprabhu himself glorified. You understand? Mahaprabhu himself glorified. Not to speak of others. He is Mahaprabhu. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He glorifies himself personally. When the devotees from Gour days, Mahaprabhu was staying here, taking up sannyas, Puri Dham. Every year during Rasayatra time, devotees from Gour days, Bengal, used to come. You understand? Here. Stay 4 months. Associated with Mahaprabhu, see Jagannath or Jagannath. You understand? When they come, Mahaprabhu goes out. Up to that big bridge you see, 18 mouths are there, that point, Mahaprabhu used to go there to welcome them. To welcome them. You understand? This is Mahaprabhu. You understand? And he offers himself the garland from his own neck. Each one of them glorifies them. He glorifies them. Such is Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu was glorified. All these devotees. Vaishnava Gunaman Karile Jiva Pran Suniyatsi Sadhur Mukhe. Do you follow? Huh? Vaishnava Gunaman Karile Jiva Pran Suniyatsi Sadhur Mukhe. I have heard this from the lips of Sadhu Guru. Huh? If you glorify a Vaishnava, you understand, without discrimination. If you glorify a Vaishnava, then you will get the mercy, real mercy. You understand? I have heard this. Sadhu Guru Mukhe, Jivirtran, that immediately will be delivered. Immediately will be delivered, yes. Jai Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dinabandhu, Jai Jai Nityananda Karuna Rasindhu, Jai Sri Advaita Devo Gunera, Jai Sri Pandita Gadadhara Prema, glorify you. Jai Prema Bhakti Data, Pandita Srivas, Jai Bakreshwara Sri Murari Haridas, Jai Sarvabhauma Kasi Mishra Ramananda, Jai Vasudeva Gosho Madhava Mukunda. Bolo Jai! That's it. Jai Dhananjaya Sri Surgodamada, Jai Narahari Gauri Dasakasi So. Jai Dasagaradhar Sridhar Vijay, Jai Suklamara Brahmachari Sri Sanjay, Jai Bhakta Gopal Sri Rupa Sanatan, Jai Raghunatha Daso Dukhi Rajivan, Jai Sri Bhubaneswar Lokanath Sri Raghava, Jai Raghunatha Vatto Acharya Jadava. Jai Jai Sri Jiva Jai Gunera Nidhan, Jai Kaviraj Krishna Dasa Dayavan, Jai Jai Srinivas Acharya Thakura, Jai Narottama Dar Mahima Prasura, Jai Jai Syamananda Charitra Bhav, Sri Dukhini Krishna Nath Nama Purveda, Jai Jai Sri Vaishnava Ganan Dayar Avadhi, Jasavaran Roy Hoy Karja Siddhi. Glorify one and all. So, Mahaprabhu was glorified like this. You follow? Mahaprabhu has taught us this thing. So where is the question of this community? Himself is Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu Supreme Lord. He is to be respected, but he pays respect to one and all. He is teaching us. You understand? Mani Manada. Don't demand respect, rather pay respect to one and all. That's good for you. Spiritual benefit you gain. You get real spiritual benefit there. No discrimination, question of discrimination is there. Krishna Adhisthana, Krishna is there in the heart of your body. You understand? Mahaprabhu says, Prani Matre Manobhakye Udvega Nandivo. What's the state of the devotees? Not the real devotees. Even Prani Matre Manobhakye Udvega Nandivo. Don't hurt even an animal, an ant even, by through your body, mind, and speech. Yes. Mahaprabhu is teaching. Mahaprabhu teaching. And Mahaprabhu was practically he was absorbing this thing in his life and teaching. Yes, sir. Mahaprabhu for this. Apon golar mala sobakare diya. Agya kore Prabhu sobe Krishna gao. Apan golar. You understand what he has put on his own? Mala gives each one. Then say it all right. You go and chant Hare Krishna. Bol Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Gao Krishna Naam. Krishna binu keho kichu na bhaviyo. Ahornisa chinta Krishna bolo bodhari kisayane bodhani kivaja. This is Mahaprabhu's sisters. This is Mahaprabhu's sisters. You should understand. So Mahaprabhu says, Bhaktir Jagan, one should glorify Bhakta, devotee, Vaishnava. I said, Devakinananda, son. Bhaktir Mahis, kahite Mahaprabhu pa sukha. Bhaktir Mahima kahite hoy panchamukha. Mahaprabhu becomes very much pleased by glorifying devotee. You understand? Yes, taught us. Bhaktir Mahima kahite hoy panchamukha. You understand? To glorify wants to have more than one face, even 5 faces, 10 faces like that. Why one face? One mouth. You understand? This Mukunda Das, externally, apparently, was a physician. You understand? And the court of Badshah. You understand? Badshah, Muslim ruler. Huh? A physician, court physician. But very dear devotee of Mahaprabhu, great devotee of Krishna, Krishna Premi. Though externally he was a physician of that Lhasa Muslim ruler, he was serving him. Once, Mukunda Das was sitting before Badshah. You understand Badshah? Muslim ruler. You say Badshah. And just giving some prescription of medicines. At this time, one servant came with an umbrella made up of peacock feathers. You understand? Holding it, he stood beside Badshah. You understand? On the head of Badshah. You understand? That's Mukunda Das saw that peacock feather. He became ecstatic immediately. Out of Krishna came because peacock feather is on the crest of Krishna. So he put some out. Immediately became ecstatic. And he fell down from his chair, seat, on the ground, unconscious. Became unconscious. Badshah thought, the physician died. Badshah got up from his own seat and got some order, servant filled some water, sprinkled on his face, and after half an hour, he got back his consciousness. Mukunda, do you understand? Then Badshah, what happened to you? Why did you fall down from your seat? Huh? You got so much pain. Huh? What happened? Then physician Mukunda Das said, no, Badshah, been so seriously hot. No hot, no nothing. Then Badshah, what happened to you? Then Mukunda Das said, oh, Badshah, I have one disease. The physician said, I have one disease. Sometimes my head reels. My head reels. It's a Murugi Vyadhi. Murugi Vyadhi. You understand? Head reels. Sometimes reels. Sometimes I fall down like this. I have such disease. You understand? But real fact is, seeing this peacock feather, he became ecstatic. Thought of Krishna came, became ecstatic. Therefore fell down, unconscious. You understand? Such a devotee, you see. Such a devotee. Dear devotee. He said, Raghunandan, my father, I am. You understand? You should understand what is the purpose. There is no question of his discrimination at all. I have love. So when here persons are there, become such an oh, he becomes Prabhupada. Prabhupada is only Bhakti. Nobody is Prabhupada. Means certainly yes. That's what Maharaja said clearly in his purport. Because Kaviraj Goswami tried to fool these persons. There's no such discrimination of high and low. One who is a dear devotee of Krishna, dear devotee of Mahaprabhu, has gotten Krishna Prema, who is preaching with the heart melting the suffering of the souls here, who are descended from that land, spiritual platform, Anurahaya Taranti Bhaktani Bhutani, Janardhanasya, the devotee of Lord Janardhan Krishna, out of mercy has come here and preaching, preaching message of Krishna, delivering message of Krishna, preaching the message of Gauranga, probably throughout the world, his heart, mercy, suffering souls, distributing the message of Krishna and Gauranga. So he should be respected. Why such discrimination? No, higher low. You can Prabhupada. What is this? No such thing. You understand? And also you find Krishna premier eko apurva prabhav guru sama laghu ke paraya dasya. This is the wonderful effect of Krishna prema. Wonderful effect of Krishna prema. One who gets, he becomes das of Krishna. Unless you are prema, you cannot become das. Because this is loving service. Do you understand? This is loving service. This is not mere service. Objective is there. This is loving service. And we have eternal loving relationship with Krishna. We are eternally related. We have eternal relation, not mere relationship. It is loving relationship. Priti Samant. Krishna is the only object of love, nobody else. And we have that relationship, eternal loving relationship. As a servant, we should offer loving service to Krishna. And this Chaitanya Adhira 6th chapter says, Krishna primary eko purva prabha, Guru sama laghu eko rayada seva. This is the wonderful effect of Krishna prema. It makes one and all das. He may be Guru, superior Gurujana of Krishna. He may be equal to Krishna like cow or boys. He may be lower than Krishna like Dr. Patraki's servant. But they all got to Krishna prema, they are all servants. All equal. Guru Sama Laghu ke Paraya Dasya. Big examples are there. Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj is father of Krishna. His Gurujan, his superior. Aner kiya katha broje Nanda Mahashoy. Tar sam Guru Krishna ar kyo no. Sudha Vasalya Ishwar Jnana nahi tar. Taha ke premi Paraya Dasya anuka. But to speak of others, even Nanda Maharaj is father of Krishna. Nobody is as such Gurujan of Krishna like Nanda Maharaj. Even that Nanda Maharaj has Vasalya Priti. Do you understand my language? Yogeshwar. You understand my language? Vasalya Priti. Fatherly affection or son, father and son relations, that affection. So he has forgotten that Krishna is supreme personality Godhead. He is my son. You understand? He is my son. Father also serves the son. Yes. Father is also servant of the son. Isn't it? Dinabandhu puts his son on the shoulder. Yes. I am servant. Sometimes becomes horse, right? Right on my back, I am a horse. Isn't it? Yes. Hari Prasad writes on Dinabandhu. then one becomes harsh. Yes. Yes. Sudha Vasalya, not Sudha Vasalya, real Vasalya. Sudha Vasalya. Sudha Vasalya, Bhagavata Gyan nahi. Ishwar Gyan nahi तार ताकि प्रेमी कोराय दास्य होगा. It's pure Vasalya. So there is no such Gyan that he is Ishwar. No, then the Sudha Vasalya will not be there. So that prem, Nanda Maharaj also says, yes, I am servant of Krishna. A servant of Krishna, we are all equal. You understand? त्यहाँ रति मति मागे कृष्णे र चोरणे तार श्रीमुख वाणी ताहाते प्रमाणे सुन उद्धव सत्य कृष्ण आमार तनय त्यहाँ ईश्वर हेल यदि तुम्हार मने रहे. Uddhava has come to Brajabhumi. Krishna has sent him some Dwarka, giving letter, you understand, deliver. So Uddhava saw Nanda Maharaj always lamenting. Krishna went, didn't come back. Then Uddhava spoke about Jnana. Why lamenting? Krishna is Parameshwar. Do you follow? He is everywhere, all pervaded. This is question of Jnana. Do you follow my language? He is Parameshwar. He is in the heart of everybody. He is everywhere, within, without. Isn't it? Ishvara, Bhagavan. When he spoke about this thing to Nanda Maharaj, this is all Jnana. Then Nanda Maharaj said, all right. Yes, Dava, you listen to me. He is my son. He is my son. He may be your Bhagavan or Bhagavan of everybody. All right, but he is my son. Suna Uddhava Satya Krishna Amar Tonoy. Tonoy means son. Uddhava is here that Krishna is my son. Then how is for another thee? All right, according to it, he is Ishwar. All right, he may be Ishwar. Let him be Ishwar. But he is my son. तथापि ताहाते रहु मोर मनोवृत्ति तुम्हार ईश्वर कृष्ण हो तुम. Still, let my mind be always fixed with that Krishna who is your Ishwar. Yes. You follow me? That Nanda Maharaj, 10th canto Bhagavad says, Manaso Brutayanahasya Krishna Padambujasvaya Vacho Vidayinir Namnam Kayas Tadapravanadisu Karma Bhirbhannamananam Jatra Kwapi Swarechaya Mangala Charite Hildani Ratirna Krishna Iswari. Nanda Maharaj says to Uddhava, 10th canto Bhagavad. Do you understand? 10:47, 66, 67 verse you may refer. Nanda Maharaj says, oh Uddhava, let all my mental activities be always constantly there at the lotus feet of your Ishwar Krishna. Let my words glorify him, chant his holy name. Let my body pay obeisances to him. You understand? Your Ishwar Krishna. I don't know karma for. You understand? Karmic result, fruit of my karma. If I may born in spaces, whatever, but I have this only one prayer that all my births, my love for Krishna become increased and increased and increased. Nothing else. You understand? That is it. The brothers talk hard. Our boys, they are equal to Krishna. You understand? Because they climb up to the shoulder of Krishna. They can understand that he is supreme. No? तुम्हें come on. How come you are equal? तुम्हें cannot. Why you are greater? Climb up. So Because of pure friendship. Suddha Sankya. শ্রীরামাদি ব্রজে যত সখার নিচয় ঐশ্বর্য জ্ঞানহীন কেবল সক্ষময় কৃষ্ণ সঙ্গে যুদ্ধ করে স্কন্ধে আরোহণ তার দাস সেবা করে চরণ সেবা। You understand? They all covered boys in Brajbhumi are his friends equal. Do you understand? They are bereft of ঐশ্বর্য জ্ঞান, pure sakshava. Do you understand the language? No question of ঐশ্বর্য জ্ঞান ঐশ্বর্য. Aishwarya opulence. If there is jnana Aishwarya, then priti sankuchita. Love is shrunken. Then comes reverence, awe and reverence. Pure, no jnana Aishwarya, then no such awe and reverence. Is a Visramba Sakshya. Krishna Sangha, they fight with Krishna. Krishna Sangha jutta kare, isn't it? They climb the shoulder of Krishna, skandha harvar. Again, they also message Krishna's feet. Dasyava, servant, service, servant, you understand? Tenth canto. Pada sammahanam chakru kesidasya mahatmana apare adapapmano vyadani samavijayan. Yes, 10th, 15th, 10th, 17th. You understand? After killing Dhenukasura in Ravana, you understand? Killing Dhenukasura, the demon Dhenukasura in Ravana. Both Ram and Krishna, Balaram and Krishna played with the cowherd boys. Then, after some time, Krishna has asleep. You understand? Manifested such lila that he is tired. Krishna is tired. You understand? Then he says, Kechit tasmahatma pure pada sammahana. Another one came out and him with the pan made up of leaves of tree. You understand? This is what token of services. Though they are equal. But because of Krishna Prem, all are Krishna love. Maybe superior or equal or lower. Krishna Prema is Adbhuta Subha. Adbhuta Prabha, Apurva Prabha, Guru Sama Labhuti Paraya. Wonderful effect of Krishna Prema, right? Makes each one may be superior, equal, or lower. Or without that prem, no question of servitors. No, that's so. You understand? To follow my point, so this Rasya of servitors is based on love. It's loving service. And we have loving, eternal loving relationship with Krishna. Without love, how can keep up the relationship? How can become Das? Yogeshwar. Huh? Only pretension, only pretense. Yogeshwar is only pretending. Isn't it? Only pretense. Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai, Swami, the Bhakta, Govinda ki jai. Yes?
Situation when
Yes.
you're saying that if one is envious,
Yes.
then they're not a real devotee.
No, he's not devotee. He's demon. Demons are envious. Demons are envious. Vaishnavas, devotees are not envious.
And if one hasn't developed love,
Yes.
then he's not on the dusty place.
Huh?
If one hasn't developed love, then he's not on the dusty place.
No. No love. How can it be done? The best of the done. Prem. Yes.
And so this, when Krishnadas Kaviraj Maharaj talks about there's no distinction,
Yeah.
he's talking about those
who are devotees who have developed prema. He's not talking about ones like us who are still envious. And
Anyhow, I think all are practice. But I am not. Yes. Take the circumvent position. You know. You follow?
no,
Why such pride?
no.
Why so? Huh? Take.
Arriba.
Don't. Hurry. Govinda, hey, there go.
So Guru Maharaj, I was asking that question because
Yes?
in that purport, Prabhupada was making the point
Ah,
that these men were criticizing because they were envious.
yes.
So one may say, well, why is Prabhupada distinguishing them? That they are devotees, yet he's saying that
The
they're envious.
so-called devotees. Those are envious, they are not real devotees, so-called devotees. Prabhupada must say, so-called devotees at present. Become envious.
Also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also made some distinctions.
Yeah.
That we should pay respect from a distance to such people.
Yes.
Respect them from a distance.
From a distance, yes. Because they're envious.
Yeah, because they are very much in Kanistadikaris.
Envious. Envious.
Yeah. So isn't envy the material quality of the conditioned soul?
Yes, that is material quality. Yes. Vaishnava is not envious at all.
But then the devotee who is still in a conditioned state,
Oh.
doesn't he have some trace of envy sometimes in him?
Because he is not pure.
Yes.
Not developed. Purity or prema. His bhakti is mixed. So envy is there. It is not pure bhakti. Envy. Pure bhakti, no envy. That's question of pure. When you speak about pure, you speak about pure. Pure bhakti.
So in this sense, he should not criticize others because himself he should not think themselves as devotees.
So should not criticize. Whatever may be. Should not criticize. You understand? All these things, all are greater than I and the lowest of Lord. This is the mentality. You understand? Yes. For that Swami has taught, Mahaprabhu has taught us. Mahaprabhu's teaching. This is internal mentality. But outward, external, we may behave something else. To teach, superior should be respected. Inferior should be respected to superior.
But even we're given
That we say, you, before paying obeisances, respect to a sadhu, always give you respect. Obeisance in mind. Sadhu never practically pays this thing. He only pays practical thing to deities and his devotees, not others. But in his mind, he pays respect one and all. Before you pay respect. That is human mind. Yeah, that is attitude. It's question of attitude. Mentality, manobhati. Yes. Yes.
To exemplify this, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta used even to physically pay respect with disciples, wasn't he?
Who?
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, wasn't he sometimes
Teach. Yes, teach, yes. Teach, yes. When to teach. Why this is wrong?
Right.
Why so?
we're going to split it up.
Oh, they understand. You should understand in tattva, not apparent.
Whole inner.
It's tattva, not apart. This is mentality. They teach you that the question is not at all. Only period to teach, he will not chastise you. Otherwise, he'll do very well. Who has doing that right? Nobody else has that. That's what Mahaprabhu's instruction. Prani matre moga ke uddega nahi. Don't follow. Even an ant, in animal, your body, mind, and speech. Pay him respect. In his mind. Not by seeing a dog in tail, don't know what you could mahasaw. No? In my mind. Out only cuckoo. Hey! Cut off! Cuckoo, job. Stay there. That is your voice. Don't this out. Yes, this is. This is. And Mahaprabhu understands your heart. Listen. Yes. Anyway, but this is not so say to God. Just eve of his disappearance from this planet, he called all his disciples. And he gave his last advice. He said, none of you might have this. None of you. Because nobody has accepted the discipline as it is. They have added some of delivery something. If I would have created what I want you, then I think that my guruship is successful. Success. Then he said, all right, many wise, learned persons have not here. You understand? You should understand. Sooner or later. I have dedicated my whole life to this body, Jaradgama. It's a old body. Where will lotus feet are? Go ahead. I have. Mahaprabhu, this is Mahaprabhu's instruction. Prani Mahaprabhu, don't hurt him, even an hand, any animal, through your body, mind, and speech. But I have hurt you. He said, I have hurt you. Given you pain. You understand? I have given you pain. Why? Because you do Haripasa. Sooner or later, you can understand it. I hope so. This is nonsense. This is promising. Sooner or later, you will understand why I have given you the table. Because you'll do Haripasa. I may well be. Only the Gour has that right. Nobody else has this right. Sooner, any way, body, mind, and speech. That is their respect. Inward, internal, not paying respect publicly to a snake or to a dog. No. Internal. Internal attitude. That is where Maharaja. Yes. If somebody is doing some little service, glorify him. He may have many bad things, but some good things. Everybody has some bad, some good. Not a bad one, but it's completely bad, nothing good in it. No such thing. No such thing. Everybody has some good quality, some bad. Percentage may, proportion may vary. Say 90% bad, 10% good. Yes. So see good in others, see bad in others. You said this way. Don't do. Don't listen. When Guru can criticize, when Guru can put one in the society, when Guru can not here. Atatyo Ratno Namo. These were also enacted during the pages of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But the players who took part in the dramas were all pure devotees. Not outsiders were allowed. The members of his council followed this example. Whenever they stage dramatic performances about life of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Lord Krishna, the players must be pure devotees. For professional players and dramatic actors have no sense of devotional service, and therefore, although they can perform very artistically, there is no life in such performances. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to refer to such an actor as Jatra Done Narada, which means farcical Narada. Sometimes an actor in a drama plays the part of Narada Muni, although in his private life he is not at all like Narada Muni, because he is not a devotee. Such actors are not needed in dramatic performances about the lives of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to perform dramas with the Srita Prabhu, Padu, and other devotees in the house of Chandrasekhar. The place where Chandrasekhar's house was situated is now known as Brajapattam. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur established the branch of his Chaitanya Madhav at this place. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided to accept the renowned sort of life, Chandrasekhar Acharya was informed of this by Nityananda Prabhu, and therefore he was also present when Lord Chaitanya accepted sannyas from case of Bharati in Katwa. It is he who first prayed word in Navadip of Lord Chaitanya's accepting sannyas. Chandrasekhar Acharya was present during many important incidents in the past times of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He therefore forms the second branch of the creed of Lord Chaitanya. Pundarika Vidyanidhi Varasa Khadani, Janam Laya Prabhu Kandidatam. Pundarika Vidyanidhi, the third big branch, was so dear to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that in his absence, Lord Chaitanya himself would sometimes cry. Corporate in the paper. In Gaura Ganadesa Deepika, Srila Pundarika Vidyanidhi is described to be the father of Srimati Radharani in Krishna Leela. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore treated him as his father. Pundarika Vidyanidhi's father was known as Bhubaneswar, or according to another opinion, Suklambara Brahmachari, and his mother's name was Ganga Devi. According to one opinion, Bhubaneswar was a descendant of Shivaram Gangopadhyaya. The original home of Pundarika Vidyanidhi was in East Bengal, in a village near Dhaka named Baghya, which belonged to the Bharendra group of Brahmana families. Sometimes these Bharendra Brahmanas were at odds with another group known as Radha Brahmanas. And therefore Pundarika Vidyanidhi's family was ostracized, and at that time was not living as a respectable family. Bhakti Siddhanta was also the Thakur informs us that one of the members of his family is living in Vrindavan and is named Sarojananda Goswami. One special characteristic of this family is that each of its members had only one son or no son at all. And therefore this family was not very expensive. There is a place in the district of Chattogram, East Bengal, that is known as Hato Hadari. And a short distance from this place is a village known as Mekhalagram, in which Pundarik Vidyan is forefathers live. One can approach Mekhalagram from Chattogram either by horseback, by bullock cart, or by steamer. This steamer station is known as Annapurna Ghat. The birthplace of Pundarik Vidyan is about 2 miles southwest of Annapurna Ghat. The temple constructed there by Pundarik Vidyan is now very old and much inscriptions on the bricks of that temple, but they are so old that one cannot read them. There is another temple, however, about 200 yards south of this one, and some people say that this is the old temple constructed by Pundarik Vidyan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Pundarik Vidyan his father and gave him the title Premuniri. Pundarik Vidyaniji later became the spiritual master Madhava Pandit and an intimate friend. There are still two living descendants of the family of Pundarik Vidyaniji were named Sri Harakumar Smruti Tirtha and Sri Krishna Kinga Vidyalanga. For further information, refer to the dictionary known as Vaishnava Manjushri. Two main branches of Chaitanya Tree, one is Acharya Ratna, Chandrasekhara Acharya Ratna, big branch, another big branch of Chandrasekhara Acharya Ratna, and his associates of branches. In the house of Chandrasekhara Acharya, that's a drama. He also played the role of goddess of fortune in that drama. And so Prabhupada Maharaj says, remember this comes all of the example. This is dramatic. The four dramatic performances on Chaitanya Leela or Krishna Leela. But those will take part in that dramatic devotees. Devotees at least. Not the outsiders, not non-devotees. Members of ISKCON follow this example. Whenever they stage dramatic performance about the lives of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Krishna, players must be suitable. Professional players, dramatic actors have no sense of devotional service, and therefore, although they can perform very artistically, there is no life in such performances. Dr. Siddhanta says, chapter is narrow, that is artistically narrow. Sometimes an actor in drama plays the part of the Muni, although in his private life he is not at all like Muni because of a devotee. Such actors are not needed. Dramatic performance about the actions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Krishna. So we play, we act, we perform dramatic performances, stage dramatic performances, but devotees are the part. Otherwise, there is aparad. To say, Kiko Bhadra Nutya. Singing, dancing, and playing musical instruments. This is so beautiful. This should be done at the pleasure of Krishna and his devotees, Brahman Vaishnavas. Devotee is a Krishna. Devotee is a Krishna. Otherwise, half of the other, they can be sinful acts. Performing dramatic, staging dramatic performances, you earn money, then that will be sinful acts. So the professional actors are there, they are acting very nicely, artistically, but getting money, earning money. So they are sinful persons. They are committing sin. This is not allowed to take part in performances when you perform Gour Lila, Krishna Lila. Only devotees, otherwise that will be sinful activity. And Krishna, devotee is not listening. Purpose of forms of devotees management. It pleasure to Krishna. Devotees of Krishna. So Mahaprabhu to part. Aditacharya, Nityananda, Sivas part. All devotees to part. And that drama, Mahaprabhu played the role of goddess of fortune, Lakshmi. Sachi Mata was present there. She could recognize. That's fun. After playing the way, natural. This is one point. Another point, another branch, third branch. It's Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Pundarik Vidyanidhi, third big branch. So here, Lord Nitya Mahaprabhu said in his absence, Lord Nitya Mahaprabhu sometimes cried. Gauranga Vesmita guide mentioned the Pundarik Vidyanidhi, the father of Radharani, Krishavani, Krishna Lila. Mahaprabhu had accepted Radharani. Therefore, Mahaprabhu called him father. Pundarik Vidyanidhi as father. Because Mahaprabhu mood is the mood of Radharani. Radha have a murti, the embodiment of Radha. That is Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu called Pundarik Vidyanidhi father. And sometimes in his absence he cries. He cries. This is important. Here, then Prabhupada Maharaja said, Pundarik Vidyanidhi, great Mahabharata. But outwardly, he poses himself as a fond and sinning person. Devotee. That story is very often said how this Radha Pandit went into once. Who is that? Vasudeva Datta? You understand? But at first sight he misunderstood the found the sealing person Bhogi. That's when Vasudeva Datta uttered that verse, Ahobhakti Samakala Putam Jingasa. Pasatri Leve Gati, that was the tongue of Madhayalu, Sarupayana. And uttered that verse. Then the bomb inside human being will swell up. You understand? So much. Static rolled, so tears and rolled on the ground and kick all this goosebumps, all this spitting pot, everything. You understand? So, and also later on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also corrected Gadadhar Pandit, so Gadadhar Pandit became disciple of Nirvana. Otherwise, he got off this way. Offense I committed, I think he got eradicated. That is that. Sometimes another incident is there of Jagannath's livelihood, Pundarik Vidyanidhi. On the two sides, the Pandas, the priest, Jagannath had. He put on a cloth. He puts out, found the Purnima, and they put on in the body of Jagannath new cloth is not washed. But criticized. That is taken about on the Lila. The factor in the sleep. They criticized. Well, why did they do it? Why didn't they wash the cloth and put it? So Jagannath at night just tried to slap it. What did it criticize in suburbs? That's all. That's right. But they are devotees. They are servants. Which they accept pleasant. Understand? That is love. Heart. Heart inside the heart. That is subject. Ram realized that somebody tries So go. Here Lord Ram, the berries which are first tested by him. And Lord Ram, much pleasure accepted. So it's sour is very nice. Sour is first tested whether it's sweet or sour. If it's sweet, he keeps it. How? Throws it out. And he has preserved it many, many years. But those Lord Ram would come here. Guru had told Lord Ram would come. Wait, it's a day. Wait, no, Lord Ram may come today. Many years. Yeah, he's up of the berries. He used to go to the food, he's up the berries. And first, whether it's sweet or the upper sweet one, not sour. Or it's sweet, it's sour, so well. So for berries are first tested by sweet or lemons. And Lord Ram at last came, must play the effort of those berries. Lord Ram says, so they will not kill them. Because this is pure, nothing else. Lord accepts you. If you have things, let us not harm. If you offer very nice plates, fruits, or your full and full, nicely cooked, not hard inside, no pure heart of even. Lord will never accept. Then he told that, and what Krishna came to Srimad, the messenger from Pandavas, the messenger from Pandavas, bringing the message of peace. Duryodhana invited for food. Duryodhana and Krishna were social relationship they had. Where summoned his father, son, and Duryodhana's brother, and Krishna's son. So he invited. Duryodhana had no devotion, no love, no devotion. You understand? No love for us, not devotion. So he invited and cooked many varieties of food and get many cooks, very opulent food and plenty of food he cooked. But he didn't. Uninvited, he went to Vidura's house. Vidura took work. And there he accepted sar. And so good, much pleasant. Very simple food, sar. And so good, much pleasant. Because he was, this is most important. How to move in your heart. You understand? Love in your heart. That is not steps. That is because next day when there's no one there, this doesn't ask. I invited you. I cooked so many food, so much food. And right is still lying there. Why did you come and eat it? Krishna said that is true. That is conditions. Two conditions of eating. Two reasons or conditions. What is? Person must be hungry. You understand? Person must be hungry. So he must have food. He's hungry to satisfy his hunger. Or not hungry, he has love. You understand? See, there's love between friends. Though not hungry, still he has food. He has love. So, I am not hungry, neither I was hungry, nor you are love. Understand? Without Krishna's name. I am neither hungry, nor you are love for me. How can I accept? You can't. So this is only move, pure heart, bhakti heart. You understand? Krishna says. If of no bhakti, no pure devotion in your heart, if you are part of prasad, Krishna will never accept. This. So, Jagannath's life can live. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. First point is here, like Mahaprabhu taught that race, Sundarvidhan has started. Because in Krishna Lila, Sundarvidhan is the father of Radhani. So, Mahaprabhu has accepted Radha Bhav. Krishna accepted Radha Bhav. Because so Mahaprabhu taught Sundarvidhan is father. You follow? So this is, you should understand why Mahaprabhu accepted Radha. Bhava Kanti. The mode of Radharani as well as the complexion of Radharani. Why did he accept? This is the question. Huh?
In order to say how much he really loves him.
Three things. To fulfill three desires. Three types of greed. You understand? One is Radha Pranamaya can do something. What is Radharani's law? First, desire how I can know it, understand. First, greed and first desire. Third, Sadhya Hena Rupa Madhurima ki doso Matiya. What is my excellent beauty? Is excellently beautiful. Kandapa Koti Kamalya Vishesa Shobha. Krishna's beauty far excels that of course of beasts. You understand? Nobody is that beautiful as Krishna. You understand? So what is that beauty? My excellent beauty. How can I release it? Nobody can release his own beauty. So this third and second desire, second greed, how I can understand it, release it. Ah, so can thus what is the happiness Radharani derives by releasing my beauty? You understand? That's how I can understand. But not. These three desires, three needs. To fulfill these three desires, he took up, accepted Radha Bhav and Kanti. The mood of Radharani and the complexion of Radha. Otherwise, these three desires never be fulfilled. You understand? All related to that. Then second question arises. Only if you have accepted the mood of Radharani, desires may have fulfilled. What is the need of accepting the complexion of Radharani? The second, only if the mood have been accepted, then it is also the need of accepting complexity. Complex. And that is most important question. You understand? So answer, you know. So this is what you are saying. Yeah. Sometimes I say things. Most important question. Point, philosophical point is there also. As well as practical things. If you are very angry, you understand? Very angry. Develop much anger. Your eyes will be red. The complexion changes. You understand? What is inside mood, accordingly, the complexion manifested outward. You understand? And Hanumanji went to Lanka. They are very angry. Because the demon Ravan kidnap the wife of his lord. So Hanuman was very angry. His eyes were red hot, like red hot. You understand? Anger, excessive anger. He entered into this very beautiful garden, Asoka Kana. You understand? Very beautiful garden. So there, Ravans. And Ravan had kept Sita, maybe there. In that beautiful garden named Asoka Kana. You understand? Varieties of flowers are there, varieties of fruit trees, flower trees, fruits, flowers are there, different colors, different. It's very look like Nandan Kanan of Indra in heaven. He had brought all this. He only flower trees, plants and fruit trees and put that there. You understand? Very good. But when Hanuman entered there, he saw everything, right? Everything. You understand? He never said the varieties. He saw everything, right? You understand? Because moved with anger. So his eyes have become red hot, like that. You understand? So everything he put on a red glass, red, you see everything. Put on yellow glass, then you see everything yellow. There's also the cycle. The point is that the person sees the reflection of his mind. That's all. No? Sees the reflection of his mind. What is in your mind? That is your mood. You'll see that. Yeah? Suppose you don't like some person. You hate him. You understand some cause. That's some cause. Anyhow. Huh? You like somebody, you dislike somebody. Somebody is a friend, very intimate friend, you like him very much. So all these activities of a friend look very nice to you. Though he may do some wrong, still it's very nice. Because he's a good friend. But one who is your enemy or you dislike somebody, though he may do something very nice thing, you say, no, this is nasty person. You look very nasty. Huh? No, it's nasty. Why is he doing this? No, because that is a move. You understand? Therefore, we say the person sees the reflection of his mind. You follow me? The reflection of his mind. So Radha Bhav, and inside is the good of Radharani. You follow? So complexion will be automatically accordingly. It's automatic. Complexion will be there. If there is anger inside, then reddish eyes are there. You understand? So it's automatic that complexion will manifest. Automatic. Beauty means complexion. Bahiravi. From the complexion, one can understand what bhav is inside. But his eyes looks red, so anger is inside. That's what natural. One can understand. You understand? Sri Radha and Krishna. Krishna has put on yellow garment. Radharani has put on blue side. Why so? Why so? Why Krishna has put on yellow garment, yellow boots, and Radharani has put on blue side? It's inside. Half. You understand? Inside Krishna is Radha is there. You understand? So, garment is yellow. Inside Radharani, Krishna, Nilamani is there. So blue side. You understand? That is from outward garment you can understand the mood of inside mood, inner mood. You understand? So by the complexion one can understand the inner mood. That is quite natural. And because Swami and other Swami Acharya they say every vastu thing has its natural complexion. Do you understand? Krishna is Shyam Sundar. Do you understand? Blue. Shyam Sundar. Shyam means blue. Green. And this is that you say there is subtle philosophy is there. Krishna is known as Sundara Rasaraja. Follow my language? That is said in English. Sundara Rasaraja. He is the king of Sundara Rasa. The Sundara Rasaraja. Huh? Mellow. Rasa English mellow. Huh? Sundara Rasaraja is Krishna. But to say in English, it's difficult. Huh? Conjugal mellow. He said. The king of conjugal mellow. Sundara Rasaraja. Do you understand? Krishna. Hmm. So, complexion of this conjugal mellow is Shyam. That is natural complexion of conjugal mellow. Sundar Rasa is Shyam. You understand? Therefore, is Shyam Sundar. His complexion is Shyam. Because inside mood is Sundar Rasa, conjugal mellow. That is natural complexion of conjugal mellow. Sundar Rasa is Shyam. You know? Therefore, he is Shyam Sundar.